Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Michelle and this is Michelle Creates. In this video, I am making a single crochet magic circle. This is a continuation. Now I had already made the beginning of the magic circle. Okay, I'm using acrylic yarn, 4 weight, it's a medium weight. I'm using scrap yarn. I put it in a bowl or a mug, my ball, to help me manage the yarn, and it pulls out really nice so it doesn't get all over the place, and I also don't have to have too much yarn out. And on this one I'm also using the 5.5 millimeter or I crochet hook. All right, like I said, I already started the first part. I established the actual magic circle and I did 8 single crochet stitches in this. On this part now, the video, I'm going to continue going into now the next rows, and those will be increase rows. Okay, we're going to increase to work and have this be a flat panel. Okay, right here, this last hook or this last loop here is not the 8th stitch, it's just the loop. Okay, so now we're going to close this gap up. All right, what is this here? These 2 side stitches, these stitches are the chain stitch that we use to establish the height of your row. And so this first loop right here, this first stitch, this is the first stitch of your single crochet. So we're going to use that first stitch right here. I'm going to insert the hook underneath both strands of yarn, and I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to create a slip knot to close up that gap. So after I yarned over, I'm going to pull it through. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure you pull this working yarn tight so the yarn over here on the hook stays on the hook. I'm going to pull my hook now through the other loop. Okay, that's a slip stitch. It just closed up the gap. Now I'm going to start my next row, and because it's a single crochet row, to establish the height of my row, I'm just going to do 1 chain stitch because single crochets are a shorter stitch. So I'm going to yarn over my hook, pull my yarn through, and I just created 1 chain stitch. Now we're going to move into the increase row. I went from 8 stitches here, and I'm going to create 16 stitches. So what I'm going to do is always go into that first stitch here. Okay, I'm going to insert the hook, yarn over, we're going to do our single crochet, pull it through. I have 2 loops. Now I'm going to yarn over and pull it through both loops. Okay, and then I'm going to go into that same first stitch there, that hole, and I'm going to do 1 more single crochet. Insert my yarn or my hook under the 2 strands of yarn, pull it through, created 2 loops here, yarn over, and pull it through both loops. Now I have 2 single crochets in that first hole or under that first stitch. Now I'm going to do it again, same thing, next stitch, I'm going under both strands of yarn. Okay, and yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both of those loops. Okay, make sure that you take your yarn and get it back into the middle of the hook. You don't want to work your yarn here on the narrow end because your stitches are going to be too tight and it's not going to look right, and it's going to be really hard to get your hook through. So always make sure that you slide that back down. All right, and I'm also keeping my fingers close to my work to keep my stitches nice and tight so you don't have gaps. I'll show you what I mean as we're working. Okay, now let's say I just got distracted and I don't know where I'm at. You can count how many you have in here. I can tell that there's only 1 single crochet in here. I have 1 stitch up here, and I have 1, 2 in this hole. So I know I need to do 1 more in this stitch here. Okay, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay, now there's 2 single crochets in that next, the 1-2 stitch. I hope this is making sense. Now we're going to go to the next one in that hole or underneath that stitch, both pieces of yarn, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay, one more time, same hole, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. Okay, going on to the next stitch, insert under both pieces of yarn, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. Now let's just say you are actually working along. So you're not watching the video, but you're listening. So we're going to do it together. All right, we're going to do one more in that same hole there. Insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. Move on to the next stitch. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. That was 1 single crochet. One more in that same hole, push your hook through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Moving on to the next stitch. Insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. One more single crochet in that same hole. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay, moving on to the next stitch. Push it through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. One more single crochet, same hole. Insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. Okay, we should have one more to go. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. One more time, same hole, hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now, I really want to make sure that I did this correctly. I'm going to count. Starting at the top of the ring here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's my last stitch. Do not count the one that's on the hook. 16. Okay, so I went from 8 to 16. That is how you increase. I need to close up that gap, so we're going to do that slip stitch. I'm going to go to the top here, not to the side at all. Ignore those. Go to the top. Insert the hook under both pieces of yarn. I'm going to use my nail here to get that yarn over the hook. Sometimes it can be tight. Okay, I want to make sure I'm not grabbing the other one over there. All right, I got it under both strands of yarn. I'm going to yarn over, pull through, and also pull through the loop that was on the hook. There's your slip stitch. I'm doing single crochets, so I'm going to do 1 chain stitch, yarn over, pull through. Now I've got my next row established. Now I'm going to do increase, but not as much. What does that mean? I'm going to do a pattern of 1 single crochet in the first hole, 2 single crochets, 1, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets. All right, so going into that first hole, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. Okay, there's 1. Now I'm going to go into the next stitch. One more time. Okay, so as a pattern of 1, 2. Now next stitch, this is going to be 1 single crochet. Okay, move over to the next one. This is going to be 2 single crochets. Okay, Move over to the next one, 1 single crochet. So now I'm going to start counting to get my little pattern going. So I have 1, move over, and I'm going to do 2. Move over, 1 single crochet, move over to the next stitch, 2 single crochets. And move over 1, move over 2. Move over 1, move over, and 2. And 1. Next one, 2. Move over 1, move over 2. Okay, I should have 1 left here, 1 stitch. All right, now I should have 24 on here, so we're going to count starting at that top stitch. I'm actually going to take my little needle here. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. This one does not count because it's on the hook. 24 stitches, nice and even. Look at how flat that is. It's so cute. It's all even. I kept my work close here. I didn't let things stretch out and get gappy. Now we're going to close up this row. We're going to do that slip stitch. So I'm going to go underneath the first stitch here, grab both strands of yarn, okay, yarn over, pull through both of those pieces of yarn, and pull through one more, that loop that was on the hook. And then we're going to single chain, 1 chain, yarn over, pull through, and this gets you ready for the next row. Depending on what you're making for your project will depend on increase or even the same number. It depends on if you're doing a bowl shape type thing, or if you're continuing making like a placemat or a hat, you're going to probably increase more, but that will be depending on your project. All right. I hope this helps. Good luck. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave those. I am more than happy to answer anything regarding this project. And good luck, and we'll see you in the next video.